What up, dummies? It's your hero Alltra here, back again from the grave. Gonna go ahead and talk about Yoh Asakura, the new card from Shaman King we just got. Here's some of my rolls. I obviously rolled 228 times and got a couple free ones, but I haven't got every card out of the collab, so whale me, okay? We're trying to keep this nice, sweet, and short, so I've seen a lot of people wondering how the hell to use this card. It's really fun. So let's talk about him as a leader right here, okay? I like putting Blanc on him. It gives you that heart, it gives you that green orb for 99 turns, kind of like Hiei, kind of like Chun-Li. You're going to be able to have enough orbs, maybe, we'll see, but use him once and then you'll be able to generate your own active down the road. His active actually is a 2-combo double orb changes while retaining hearts, so you're going to have a heart, a green, and a light orb left over, giving you the ability to activate the super bonus attack that you're obviously going to want to have down the road, okay? Secondly, his active, that's why he's so damn good. He has a 16x with a 50% damage reduction. Pair him with himself. Trust me, I thought about it. Him on him is probably the best. That way that's really good is because every effective hit point you have multiplies up by 4. Poisons are effectively reduced down by 4. It's really good that way, so you don't have to really worry about getting, poison jammed to death. The other reason it's really good is because you can stall like hell, match anything in the world besides green orbs, and you're going to be able to tank only 25% of the damage. So if you're stalling, you're like, oh shit, I don't have any green orbs, but I have my Blanca active up, so let's go generate some green orbs. Let's sit around, boom, boom, boom. You're going to have green orbs by the end of the next turn because you're going to just match blobs, blobs, blobs. His one drawback is his combo threshold, so that's the whole reason why orbs are kind of crappy. But having 2 of them, of these these enhanced wood attributes just got buffed to 15%, so having 3 of them, you're going to have 16, so all of your road damage is going to be bumped up by like 90%. So that's actually not too bad down the road. The Super Awakening I would most recommend is Time Extend because I'm bad, but the best ideal version is Void Damage Piercer, so if you're wondering about that, try that one out. If you really get the super bonus attack, it's not the end of the world. I just think that it's probably helpful to add a little bit of extra damage to people that have the void damage skill. The reason why he's so good is he's able to utilize Zella. Zella is the best card in the whole game. This art is not as good as her base art. I will show you. Look how cute that is. The best in the game. Anyway, that tangent aside, the other reason why Zella is really good is because the Yoh himself is a really effing great equip. He has 20% to all everything plus a super bonus attack and an extra damage on color with Zella, and his active is not horrible either. It's on 16 turn cooldown, so double Zella's on a max turn cooldown. So at 32, you're very rarely ever going to need to use it, especially when you barely enter a dungeon, because most of the time your Zella's not even going to be active on turn 1. So by the time you get to the end of the dungeon, as long as it's not like a big long one, you're going to have your Zella active still anyway. So the reason why she's so good, obviously, 3 enhanced combos. That's 8x damage for hitting 7 combos. Plus her stats are really, really effing good. Plus she has her active creates just heart orbs and green orbs. That's really good because it gives you 2 combo and it gives you orb unlock. So you don't have to be worried about people trying to troll you. So that's why you equip Yoh on her. So if you have multiple Yohs, you only need 1. You probably don't even need 1 at all when Zella Kitty comes out. But I would recommend putting 2 of them on her. If you don't have it, like me, and you're poor, put the budget Perseus on them, and you'll be pretty good. Obviously, the skill of the Super Awakening you want to have is Void Damage Piercer. This thing's a crapshoot. I've gotten 1 so far. It's 1 out of 5 every single time. I guess 1 out of 3 or 1 out of 4 after you roll it, but it's still kind of troll. This is kind of the ideal team I would like you guys to build if you're making one. There are 2 schools of thought to building him. I wouldn't use this. I would use this form of Odin Drag. You're going to have these awakenings right here, going to give you back life every single turn. Really, really good stats, and you're going to be able to skill awakening, bind, clear everything. Obviously, I put a Horia on him. If you don't have a Horia, if you're able to get the Anna card or anything like that, it's a good awakening. The reason why I put Horia is because it's going to give you the natural cloud resistance, which is a really good mechanic to not have to worry about because if you're bad. And then lastly, this slot can be filled with pretty much anything that you have. It's a nice good flex spot. So the only thing that you have to worry about by not using ear here is that you're going to need a tape resist, which, you know, ironically enough, King Brachiosaurus has, and I would put him here just because he gives you another 20% resist to all. So if your other Yoh has a Yoh attached to it, you're going to have 80% to resist all. Or if you want, you can put a Yoh with a wooden sword or a Fatalis equip. So you're going to have 100% poison, jammer, or you're going to have 100% jammer and blind. So 80% all is pretty universally accepted. You know, obviously it's not perfect. If you don't have to worry about a void damage absorption down the road while you're playing, you could honestly put a another Yoh on him, or a Sagat, or a Pegasus or a Trojan horse on there, giving you 100% across the board. If you don't want to, you can honestly not put Blanca here and put a Trojan horse or a Yoh there, and then your other friend has it, so that gives you 100%. It's very flexible. If you don't want to do it my way, you can do it that way. Honestly, you probably don't even need a Blanca here. It's only because I just don't like waiting for multiple turns. So, honestly, if you have a couple Yohs, triple Yoh your team up, and then your other teammate will have it, and then Brachy will be here giving you 100% resist all with his tape resist, so you have 100% to jammer, poison, blind, tape, cloud. You got to be bad to lose at that game, right? And you have blind unlock, and you have the ability to get rid of all of your super awakenings. This is a really universal team. You don't have to think while you do this team. That's why it's so good. Here are some possible subs. Ear is a good substitute for Odin Drag. Have the tape resist, obviously. You're really good because you're able to bind clear or awaken clear, and you're going to get the healing that you'll always need. The reason I don't like her as much because this is really a good healing buff for other teams, because like other teams that really need the hit points, and I don't need the hit points or the recovery, sorry, because she has all these enhanced recoveries multiplying your healing, so you're going to be really healthy all the time. But the fact is that you have a 70% damage reduction, so you don't have to worry about getting clowned like that, because poisons only affect your max hit points, and so every extra hit point you put into your hit points is 4 hit points. So that's why the recommended badge I would put on there is the Enhanced Hit Points badge. Secondly, these are just some subs that you can consider. If you need to have this, he's good for, just for color attribute only, +7 combos. Not a bad sub to have. Obviously, Green Sonya is just a really fantastic card. She's really good for, buying clear if you don't have an ear. If you don't have an ear, go ahead, farm this up today, and through all of June, she's in the dungeon, so go there. Perseus, he's okay. I wouldn't really use him. He's just good because he'll generate orbs for you and clear hazards in case you don't have 100%. But if you do, you don't have to worry about it. Obviously, having a Fujin active is really good. Fujin herself is really good, but another card to put into consider is the Selfnir. So if you were able to get it off of you can always purchase this card through Monster Exchange with your medals. So it's a void damage portion or absorption at 14 turns. So really good on color too. So good stats too. So really good. The version itself isn't too bad. If you don't have Odin Drag, this is also a really good alternative to Odin Drag. Secondly, I would equip a Careless Reaper is really good. I think that's one of the master cards from Monster Hunter. If you're usually other Yohs will have this equipped unless they have themselves. If you were able to farm the Pad Academy handbook, it's really decent just because it gives you 40% or 20% to 2 out of 3. So it's not too bad. The second way to play Yoh besides this is to replace this Brachydios with or actually, you can probably keep the Brachydios. You just do whatever. But is to do an auto heal turn. So each one of these auto heals from the alternate form of Odin Drag gives you 1,000 hit points. He has 4, or let's see, he has 6. You can equip a Seragios, equip the flying guy, the guy that gave you the orb skin from Monster Hunter. He has 3 on him plus a tape resist. Or you can do a Gungnir on him as well. So that, and then maybe you can equip the Selfnir. You're going to have like close to 11,000, 12,000 auto heal per turn. So that's like effectively like if you don't get hit for like 190,000, you'll be fine or something like that. That's kind of the way we're thinking about it, because you're going to be able to activate your shield every single turn, so you don't have to worry about it. Lastly, cards to consider that I like is a top droid dragon. He gives you resistances to all, and if you don't have like all these really high luxury cards, so just having him in your flex spot and like putting a Trojan horse on him will give him some utility, because a Trojan horse does give you a green light and I think it's waterboard. So just him himself will give you 80% with a Trojan horse on him, and give you that that skill awoken bind clear for you too, so you don't have to worry, or not skill, but latent awaken bind. So yeah, you can always stall it out, and he'll give you the time to heal back up, putting him in that flex spot. My last favorite card here to put here is this Tao Jun. You can buy this for 500,000 MP, and it gives you the availability to walk into this to the system, because it's a 2-turn cooldown, and a lot of this is going to be really useful down the road for like ranking dungeons. And if you don't want to think too much, you just kind of match stuff, and then, you know, every other 3 turns, I think all of your actives are back up, ready to use again. He's pretty much a rich man's Mitsunari. A lot better in terms of skill, because he gives you void damage piercing and some jam resistance, extra skill boost. That's useful. But that's that. If you guys have any other questions, let me know. Next time, we're going to talk about my favorite card out of the collab, Anna. I think she's probably the better lead out of everybody here. But we'll talk about that probably in the next couple days when I feel like making it. But thanks so much. We'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you guys know how to use Yoh now. All right, see ya.